At that time, on the Sabbath, Jesus was teaching in one of the synagogues, and there was a woman who had a spirit of infirmity for 18 years. She was bent over and could not fully straighten herself. And when Jesus saw her, he called her and he said to her, "Woman, you are freed from your infirmity." And he laid his hands upon her, and immediately she was made straight and she praised God. But the ruler of the synagogue, indignant because Jesus had healed on the Sabbath, said to the people, "There are 6 days on which work ought to be done. Come on those days and be healed, and not on the Sabbath day." The Lord answered him, "You hypocrite, does not each of you untie his ox or his donkey from the manger on Sabbath and led it away to water it? And ought not this woman, a daughter of Abraham, whom Satan bound for 18 years, be loosed from this bond on the Sabbath day?" As he said this, all his adversaries were put to shame, and all the people rejoiced at all the glorious things that were done by him. Eve, through the dialogue with the snake, made the internal struggle of each human his personal problem. And the Virgin, through the Annunciation, begat Christ, and thus begat all of us inside her, and gave to each one of us the possibility, through holy baptism, to clearly distinguish this struggle that we have inside us. So a human being can get by now, because he is not alone, but Christ is inside him. With a humbleness, politeness, pain and love, as long as he could, as long as we permitted him to be amongst us, because then we crucified him. He was present among people. There are other cases when he asks, "Do you want to be well?" This lady, this mother, he didn't ask. When he saw her, he told her, "You are free from your infirmity." And her back straightened. He turned to see the Son, Christ, without any problem of the spinal column or any other psychosomatic syndrome. His word was all over. The same mouth which said, let it be light. And there was a light. Let there be an expanse. And there was an expanse. Same thing he added and said to her, you are free of your illness. However, we have to collect pieces of letters and signs to get a little crumbs in order to get any therapy. And he sets us free immediately, as he did so many times, even resurrecting the dead. But a representative of God, the ruler of synagogue, such a contempt, becoming Lucifer himself, who turns his back and starts to blaspheme the people and say, there are 6 days that one could work. He became Son of God himself. He became God to the people. He rejected Jesus immediately. Such an effrontery. He didn't pay attention to him and told the crowds to disappear him immediately, that he is against the law of God, of which he was the landlord and the owner. And then the Lord comes in and attacks him personally. Who dares today to say the truth to other? And he says to him, hypocrite. And that says everything. It seems to be an insult, but it's a cure. He says to him, you are 2 people, 2 personalities inside you. You are divided, schizophrenic. Other is your boss, not you. Other is renting your mouth and speaks. And you think that you are talking with the power of my Father, who gave the law to the people, and you seem to be a legislator. He made him naked in front of everybody with only one word, not to offend him. He left him to reach freely to the peak of arrogance, to ignore Christ, to kill him before his hour, and Christ, not leaving his sheep, or better leaving the 99, secure, runs for an ages after a single one to find it, and he will find it and take it onto his shoulders, as he took this woman. Nobody takes care for nobody and brings only distraction if he is not one with Christ. And we see him today passing through the history, making the things right, healing, intervening deeply the human existence to fill it up with joy, theosis. And moreover, the human now belongs to God. He is with God. And our concern should be, maybe we are the ruler of the synagogue. Maybe each time the ancient snake comes back to life inside us to reprimand, if not everybody, then the other half, the human being we live with, There is so much fraud that we are constantly experiencing that although we are in paradise, because the marriage is the supreme thing on earth, it's a joy, it's happiness, it's escorting God. The two and God is the third. And these three is the union of two. But the scale of all the world shows that the divorces overpass 51%. What a misery! How did we get to this? Let us just tremble that with every word, every day, we despise Christ and giving orders, if not to the whole universe, if we could, we would do it, then to our neighbor. Let us stand firm. Let us stand with fear.
Το Πατρί και το Υιό και το Αγίο Πνεύματι, νυν και αεί, και εις τους αιώνας των αιώνων. Αμήν.